Hello, 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 and welcome to At All Hours. I'm your host, Greg Ramirez, and today's guest is someone very close to me. She's someone I grew up with, and we've lived together, partied together, we've laughed, we've cried, and we've overcome a lot together. Please welcome my cousin Toni. This is episode number 8.
Forgot what we were doing here, sorry.
I know, I always forget what
Don't say my full name. That's so weird.
Why?
When you were like, oh yeah, Abby and Seth Gio, I was like, oh, that's so weird.
Well, I'm not going to do it right now anyway.
So cringy.
I know, I hate it too. Well, I'm going to do a separate intro, but I won't do your full legal name. I know because you're wanted and you have a bunch of warrants in other states, so I won't bring up your full name. But yeah, I do want to get more microphones because after the Abby and Seth recording, I was just like, they're fucking having to pass the microphone back and forth, and I'm like,
This is not it.
this is not it.
I'm gonna get another one.
Yeah, so it was pretty cool though. I'm surprised they were like able to share, like.
Oh, you know what you should also get?
What?
Off topic. The stands. Those stands.
Oh, I know.
Like
I
the
like
microphone
I
stands?
holding the microphone, but
Of course you do.
yeah, we just started recording, and you're like, "Oh my god, I'm already exhausted holding this this one."
I mean, I'm just saying, it would be more comfy.
I guess. What would you be doing with your hands anyway? Just who cares?
I talk with my hands. What do you mean?
Yeah, you can still like. So do I. Look, I can flail one hand around. You'll get used to it.
Whatever.
Okay.
Anyways, what were we saying?
No, you just got here and you're like, oh my god, the door's locked. It's hot. It's this. It smells in here.
I have to hold my own microphone.
You have to hold my own microphone. I'll just get Noel to hold it and just.
Yeah. He has to lay here.
Just. I'll work on it. I guess I'll work on getting a little microphone stand. There's like so much more to like getting all this shit going than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be so easy to just like sit down, and I was like, oh, sit down, hit record, upload, and then that's it.
Yeah,
and
no.
it's fucking not.
Yeah.
So
you actually have to do things.
I have to
Put
edit.
things together.
I have to like go through each single
You know,
like,
what would be cool
distributor.
too is like even if you like recorded. You get me?
Oh, like with like actual like video.
Yeah.
I want to do that at some
That would
point.
be super cool.
I feel like everyone wants to do that too, or kind of expects that, but it's.
I
like,
mean, don't get me wrong. Like the whole podcast thing, super cool too. But I feel like if we could watch, like I feel like when you did it with Abby and Seth, that would have been super cool to like actually see.
to see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it also would have put a lot of like, I think the audio in like perspective, because like. It's like it goes from you hear them like kind of shouting in the background. It's like the way it was like we're sitting outside. Also, I didn't even realize this. Through the whole duration of it, there's like crickets chirping outside.
I didn't notice that.
It's like really mild. It's like if you're listening to it, you have to really like be listening out for it, and probably have like decent headphones to like really hear it. But it's also one of those things like, why would you be listening out for that?
For crickets.
Yeah, for crickets. But there's little goblins going through the house right now. But I want to do something like that and get like video, but like you could actually at least see everything that's happening. But
yeah, like not even if it's like moving with you, even if it's just like sitting there and you
Yeah.
just like you just get to see everything.
The only thing is too, like I actually some behind the scenes for everyone. A lot of
You're welcome.
Yeah. Giving away my secrets already. I'm like fucking before the 10th episode. I think, well, I mean, it depends, but in a few episodes I've like trimmed a lot of stuff out, and I think it makes it harder to do with video. Because at least with just audio, you can like stitch audio together, and it
So this could be like a bonus.
A bonus Jonas. I think if I wanted to do video, I'd be down to do it. It's just I don't know if I would want to do it all the time. It'd also be way more extra work because I'd have to like edit together videos, and I could barely fucking hold together doing just a single audio episode per week, and this is already exhausting. I'm already at my limit.
It's a full-time job.
It's a
Imagine if you
full-time
become
job.
big though.
Then I'll have a team to do it. I can hire people to do it.
No, then you gotta pay people.
Yeah.
I don't want to pay anybody.
Well, if I'm doing more than, like, I'm fucking upset having to do an episode per week. So
hey, you did that to yourself.
I know. I know. That's why I put myself in this situation. And every single like successful like podcaster, they're like the biggest key to like becoming successful is consistency.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to put it, because as soon as you miss that week, or as soon as you like don't upload on the time that people are expecting it,
Mm-hmm.
then you lose your kind of like fan base, because people are like I'll listen to something else, because there's so much stuff out there to listen to. But like
podcasts are like a thing now.
Yeah.
It's like big now.
Yeah. This is like my third podcast I've started.
I know. I like the ones outside though. But imagine all those fucking spiders. Fuck that.
Yeah. There was a time where I don't know if I still have the video, so it's got to be kicking around somewhere. But because for anyone that doesn't know, fuck is it?
Noel?
I know. Is here? His presence is in the house.
Come get on this table.
Yeah. Yeah. My arm's exhausted. For anyone that doesn't know, I had 2 podcasts before. One was with Noel called Sunset Motel, or Sunset Hotel, and then.
Damn, you're fake. You forgot.
I know, fake fan. Sunset Hotel, and then the Drive-By with Oscar. It wasn't called the Drive-By with Oscar. It was just the Drive-By, but Oscar was in it. I'll put up their legal names right now. But the Sunset Hotel was all recorded like in the backyard, and we had like a full set, and there was like a.
Wait, not to cut you off or anything, but wouldn't Oscar Bocelli sound like a full name, like an actual name?
That is his full legal name. That's his legal name. But
he's Italian.
Yeah, he's actually Italian. People think he's Mexican, but he's actually Italian.
Not.
Yeah, he actually came from Italy to Mexico, and then came from Mexico to the United States.
And then just so happened to live in Pico and meet you. And
yeah, that's so crazy. What crazy Oscar lore. Yeah. And that is canon, and that is legally binding. So yeah, we had the video podcast, and it was cool. Like, I really liked the format too, of like, everyone always asked, they're like, well, why can't I see your face? And that was like the biggest complaint. And I was like, well, I don't want you to see my fucking face, bro. It's a podcast.
I don't think that was the point of it either, though.
Yeah,
I think it was a little bit different.
Yeah, so we had
to see the spiders.
Yeah, you get to see all the creepy shit in the backyard. But there was a night where we were recording, because during the day it's like so like variable, because there's like people outside, or people start fucking mowing their lawn in the middle of the day. But at night at like 10 p.m. it's way easier to record, because the whole neighborhood's like quiet, and my whole neighborhood is also like old Asian people, so it's like once it hits like 8 p.m. it's silent outside.
Sounds like my street.
Yeah. Yeah. So there was a night where we went out, and we were recording, and it was like pretty late. And at the time we didn't have like cool microphones like this. We just used like, we would set up a phone and just take that audio. But Noel kept coming across like, because his phone has like dual recording, where it records like on records on two sides. So it records on like 2 sides of the speaker, and he kept getting like interference, where it was like showing that there was like noise being made, and there wasn't. Like, we're not talking, and it's like silent outside.
There's ghosts.
Yeah, so we're like, we just thought, we're like, what the fuck's going on? And Noel's like, well, I want to see like what it is. And he like listens back to it, and you hear like, it's like silent, and you hear us like kind of talking, where we're like,
and then you just hear, you guys are gay.
Yeah, you're gay. And we're like, all right, cool. Even the ghost talking shit. All right.
Thanks, guy.
Yeah. So like we like listened back to it, and you could hear like us talking. We're like, what's going on? And Noel's like, I don't know what's going on with the recording. And he's like saying that, and then you just like hear like warping, and you just hear like someone, like people talking in the recording. It's almost like if you got like a tape and you like recorded over it, and then there's like audio from like what was recorded previously, like layered over it. Or it's like, in like old like VHS tapes, if you record over the tape, you'll see like that kind of like part that you recorded over.
No.
It's that's right, I forgot you're like 24.
I'm exactly 24.
Yeah. So, well, whatever. But it's like that, where it was like, it sounded like you could hear our like conversation in the recording, but then there's like warping, and then it sounds like there's like people talking.
Like you guys are on ghost hunters.
Yeah. I was
That's
like, what
crazy.
the fuck?
That's trippy.
Yeah.
And that's in your backyard.
I know. And that thing watches me sleep every night.
Yeah.
So
Contemplating life.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to think like, I don't know if I want to stay here. Yeah. That's what, I mean, I'm used to having ghosts in the house. So.
Yeah, I think we're pretty.
Here.
Yeah, I think everywhere we've been, there's been something.
Yeah, this just like
we grew up with ghosts.
Yeah, I know that fucking house is the worst.
That fucking closet was the worst in my room.
Oh yeah, I think that's the one that Abby
that they
and
were
Seth
talking about.
Yeah, what did you feel?
I don't think I've ever felt anything, but I would like wake up with my door open. And like, mind you, I don't sleep with my doors open. To this day, I don't sleep with my doors open.
Fuck that. Who
and
like
even,
what kind of psychopath does?
Pat. He doesn't care if the door's open or not. And I'm like, nope, you need to close it. So now he'll ask me, look at you. Oh my God. That's what happens when you made fun of me.
It's these fucking little cup things, the little spout top bitch ass.
No, you can't shout them out.
Oh yeah, I'll cut that out.
Yeah, you gotta beep.
They'll censor it.
Anyways.
No free advertising.
Yeah, you gotta pay for that.
Yeah. Yeah, like they're gonna sponsor me. They're like, okay.
Like, oh, you know what? This is
I like
pretty
it.
good.
Yeah, this guy talks shit about everyone.
And
yeah,
all
I
our
like
cups
it.
and
Yeah. Yeah, just a shit talker.
We're just gonna pay this guy to talk shit about our cups.
Yeah.
Sounds
We're gonna change everything. We're gonna change the game plan because of him. So what else happened? The door opens up. Mm-hmm. Pat likes sleeping with the door open.
Yeah.
Psycho behavior.
Now he doesn't. Now he'll ask me.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, yes. Close that bitch.
Yeah.
Don't leave it open.
I hate that. I cannot, even if like if the lights are on in the whole house or anything like that, I cannot sleep with like a door, like your door wide open or cracked open, like psychotic behavior. Yeah. Is there anything else that you've like seen that you were like, you kind of felt like this is like a common thing, like sleeping with like the bedroom door closed? Like to you, you're just like, let's just like, how could you not sleep like that? Is there anything else where you're like, that you've come across with him where there's like something that he does completely different and you're like, this is like psychotic behavior that you do this? Because like to me, that's one of the things, like if sleeping with like the fucking door open, psychotic. Someone's tapping. The spirits in the house are tapping again.
They know we're talking about them. That's why.
You're gay. I think it's Morse code, and I write it down. It's just it says like, you're gay. I'm like, God damn it, dude, fuck.
I don't know. He does things that are random to me. That I'm like, what? Where?
Where did this come from?
Why? Most importantly, why?
Yeah, I think that's pretty much every single thing that Andy does forever. Like I remember when we would go to like a restaurant, and then she would order a lemonade every time, and every time she got her lemonade, she would get salt from the table and put it in there.
What? Salt? Are you sure it wasn't sugar?
Yeah, a little sugar shaker next to the fucking pepper? And like I was like, what are you doing? Like, that's lemonade. And she's like, no, it's like you put it in there to like hydrate. And it's like, think about it like Gatorade. Like how Gatorade has like a bunch of salt in it because it helps you like retain water.
Yeah.
And like that's what she did it for. But yeah, pretty psychotic. Pretty Unhinged, I thought.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if I could stand behind that one.
You're like, sorry, Andy. I try to take your back on like a few things, but
yeah,
like
I don't know about
salt. Putting salt in your lemonade.
I don't know, but Pat has to have like a side for everything. Like he can't just like he can't have just like a burger. He has to have fries. He has to have like onion rings. He has to have like a side. Same thing, like, or even if it's chips, like he'll like have like a burger, has to have chips, has to have like.
He's like, you expect me to eat this by itself?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I love him to death, but I'm like, oh, do you just eat it? No, I can't just eat it by itself.
Look at it. It's so lonely. Look,
yeah.
It would be so much better with some chips right here.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh my God, okay, like here, eat my fries. Or let me go buy you some.
I guess I'll go back and buy you fries too. Is it like just stuff like burgers, or is it like if he gets like a burrito, he's like, I need to have like fries or something too on the side?
Well, when we go to let's say we go to right? Oh, bleep that. No free publicity, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways,
yeah.
When he gets his little burrito, he also gets like tacos. Or he'll get a burrito and he'll be like, oh, babe, you should get nachos.
And you're like, I don't want nachos. Like, he's like, you want nachos.
He's like, no, trust me, get the nachos.
Yeah, trust me. It's going to be better this way.
Yeah, so, I mean, it works out because usually I always get the nachos, but it just depends.
Yeah. That feels like such a thing. Like, I feel like is very particular about like pretty much everything.
His meals.
He's particular about everything in his whole life. So, shout out to no free publicity.
Yeah, he has to pay for that.
Yeah. Yeah. You can if you're active on the Patreon and you donate $20 a month, then you get to hear his name uncensored. But if you're not, then all of this is censored to you and you're just hearing bleeps. So
yeah.
Sorry.
Sucks for you.
Sucks for you. Send me $20 and I'll send you the
unedited
the unedited version. Like, I just spent $20 just to hear the word and
it's funny because all they're here's bleep, bleep,
yeah.
bleep.
Yeah. Thank God. God bless him. I will try to work on a sponsor. That'd be cool. I would love to get like that's like ideal. That's what I think would happen because I'm not going to make money off of like just like not views, like plays. Mm-hmm. There's no way I'm going to make money off of it. So it's like I'd have to. That's why every fucking podcast has like a sponsor.
See, that's why you should do the recordings and have your beatbox right there.
I'm going to go ahead
welcome.
And I'm not going to censor beatbox because I will.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Look at that beatbox. You could hear that. I don't mind.
I'm okay with that.
I drank like fucking 3 beatboxes yesterday. I got got my head beatboxed in.
What?
Beatboxing all night. Those things fucking work. Did you ever get to drink one at all?
I've had one when they were first popular, like coming out. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, no, it's trash. And then I had it.
No, it's not. It was. You said it was what? It was amazing.
I had one after, maybe like a month after.
She didn't mean that beatbox.
But I will say I got fucked up and I loved it.
See? That's what I'm saying. It was a good time.
We were playing. What were we playing?
Stupid chiwiwi.
We were playing a game. And I remember like if for whatever reason, if we were all on the same, like, I don't know how it went. I just remember it was going around the table. And we were all drinking, and I got really fucked up.
I guess it's good. You're like, well, I would describe the game to you, but
I can't remember.
I can't remember shit.
I don't remember. So I'm gonna say it was pretty good.
Yeah.
It was pretty good.
Yeah. I can't remember any of it, so.
Oh my God, want to hear about this one time that we went out with Pat and his friends. So only a few people know this. Only maybe 2 or 3 people know this. We went out, right? It was with his friends, and his friend kept buying him a flight of shots, and he didn't want to take them. Then I'm like, you're a bitch, and just started taking all his shots, and he bought him 3 flights. Plus, I had my own drink. Plus, we bought a round of shots for everybody.
God, so you're just having you got 17 shots back to back?
Yeah, pretty much. And all I had to eat there was like ceviche. And mind you, I'm allergic to mangoes, and they had mangoes in it. So I'm like, oh, the shots are like helping me like clear it in my throat, you know? My throat's closing. I'm like, oh, it's fine. Yeah. Tequila's just great.
It's like disinfecting it. It's taking away all the swollen. Yeah, that's closing. What it is. Yeah, that's why whenever I'm sick, they're like, "Why are you drinking? You shouldn't be drinking booze." I'm like, "It's alcohol.
This is the best way."
Yeah, it's cleaning my system out. There's cleaning all the sickness,
all the bacteria.
Yeah, and besides, I already feel so like sick and shitty that I just have like a couple drinks, and I'm like, "Whoa, I feel fucked up."
It just helps.
Yeah.
Anyways, so at one point, we're all talking, whatever, and I'm talking to them, and then they turn to me, and they're looking at me, and they're, like, laughing, and I'm like, what? And they're like, Toni, why are you so loud? I'm like, oh, shit, am I really that loud? Fuck, dude. I didn't mean to be.
It's like, in your head, you look, and you're like, what's going on? You're like, what the fuck are you, what?
Literally.
What? And then they're like, you're, like, shouting right now. Like, what are you talking about? Who? And you're like, yeah, it wasn't very
pleasant of me.
Yeah. Anyways, not very polite that night.
Yeah. Mind you, we were all supposed to go over to another one of his friend's house to continue drinking and play games.
Nice.
And I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. Like, I'm ready. And anyone I think who knows me knows, like, I am pretty competitive. Yeah. Pretty competitive. I love to win. I love to think that I can win.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. Where you're like, I'm super competitive and I love to win. Thing is, I'm also not delusional. I know I'm going to lose. But
it's the thought that counts.
Yeah, but that's also what makes me so mad, because it's like, I want to win, but I know I'm going to lose, and I'm going to try everything I can.
Yeah. So pretty much that's exactly what did not happen, because as we were walking out, not only could I not think straight, I couldn't walk straight, I couldn't talk straight, and all I wanted to do was sit the fuck down. So pretty much what had happened was we were parked across from each other, and I said bye as soon as we got to their car. And I'm like, babe, open that car. I need to sit down. Okay. So I go to the car, I go sit down, and like, of course, my fucking luck, there's a cop fucking patrolling like where we're parked, the little parking structure lot thing. And I'm like, fuck, dude, like, I'm gonna throw up. Like, I already know. I just need a second. It's coming up. I just need a second.
You just go up to the cop. You're like, just arrest me right now,
just
man. I'm gonna throw up all over the place. I've been already screaming everywhere, apparently, down in that place over there. I would tell you where it's at, but I don't even know.
So pretty much we go, right? And they say bye. We don't go over, because I'm like, fuck that. Pat's even like, nah. Like, we're going home. I'm like, okay, that's a good idea. You're smart.
Hey, you know what? Then there's a reason to keep you around.
Oh my god! So pretty much that's exactly what happens. He comes into the car, and he's like, "Close your door," and I'm like, "No." He's like, "Toni, close your door. We need to leave." And I'm like, "Fuck no! Like, I'm gonna throw up. I just need a second. Just wait on me." Babe, there's a fucking cop right there. He's watching us. Close your fucking door. And I'm like, ah. I close the door, we leave, and we don't even fucking make it down the block. We made it around the fucking corner. We're behind this restaurant now. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, nope. I fucking open the door. I can't even get out. Like, I can't move. And I just projectile vomit. It is so bad. And mind you, what's even worse, too, we're on a one-way, not a one-way, but there's only one lane for both sides, right? Uh-huh. So people who are coming from behind us have to go around onto the other side, but there's traffic on that side because there's a light, and it takes a really long time.
Oh, I see.
So there's already like 4 or 5 cars. Cars are behind us who are trying to go over. It was so bad.
And then they're like, "What the fuck?" And then they're like, "Oh shit!
Oh shit!"
Oh wait,
it was
that sucks.
everywhere.
So that like place is like, "Oh, thank God that girl's gone." She was fucking screaming, and then they go to look to the back, and they're like, "Oh great, she just threw up." Well, at least she's gone, and they're like, "Oh well, never mind, she's back, and she's worse than ever."
There's her dinner.
Yeah,
like, and it was funny too because I was throwing up, and then Pat's like, oh, well, there's all your ceviche.
Yeah.
And I was like, in my head, I'm like, yeah, you fucking asshole.
Sure,
Shut the fuck
sure
up.
Was. I think that's what did it for me.
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm throwing up. I think
Yeah.
it was all the ceviche.
And it was like really bad. And a little side note that also nobody knows, but I'm okay with telling this because he's not gonna hear this. He's not gonna know that I'm bringing this back up. I fucking peed. I peed. I was throwing up so bad. I peed, and he was so mad at me because he had to clean his seat back up. Because, like I said, I didn't make it outside of the car. Oh, it was such a bad night. I felt so bad. But I would say, like, I don't even remember how we got home. I don't know how I got in bed. I knocked the fuck out as soon as he closed that door back up.
It's so crazy because that's like the way everyone, like for everyone else, they're like, I had a great time last night. But then, like, I don't really remember how I got home or anything. And that's the worst thing is because, like, everyone else was cleaning up your fucking your mess. Yeah. Well, see, it's kind of like you're, it came back to you when we went out for Erica's birthday.
Yeah, that was fucking sick.
That
was horrible.
That night was everything like that I did not want to happen and knew was going to happen. That's why I was like, I'll DD because I wanted to DD because I was like, it's kind of like, what's he called? Like atoning for my own sins, where I'm like, I've always been the one who's like drunk. Everyone's driving me around, doing whatever. So I'm like, everyone wants to go party. No one ever goes like clubbing. So everyone wants to go out. So I'll drive. That way everyone can have fun and do whatever. But also, I knew that if I was driving, like I would have that excuse to not drink. Mm-hmm. And it was because obviously, like even when we were in what is it, Hamburger Mary's? Yeah. When we were in there, everyone was trying to get me to drink.
That's not what it's called.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, but I don't actually remember anywhere I go ever anyways. But yeah, it was like the whole time everyone's like, just have a drink, just have one drink, just have one. Like, well, we're all drinking because everyone's like, at first we were like kind of having like, just like finger foods. Mm-hmm. And then it was like, everyone was having a drink. So everyone wanted me to have a drink, but I also can't have just one drink because as soon as I take a drink, yeah. It's like getting like a taste for blood, and I'm like, my pupils dilate, and it's like, what movie is it? Shark Tale? I don't know. Where like
Shark
Tale, where like someone gets like cut or something. Or no, I think it might be Finding Nemo. Is it?
Yeah. It's like Finding Nemo where the blood hits him and it's like eyes.
Yeah. They turn black. Like that's the way it is. Like as soon as they're like, just try my beer, and I'm like, oh shit, yeah. It's like Requiem for a Dream, where everything just like zooms in super fast and my pupils dilate. But yeah, I was like, I don't want to have a drink because like that was gonna be my excuse. Like I'm DD tonight, and regardless, everyone's like, just have one drink, just have a drink with us. I'm like, no. And eventually, like, we leave Hamburger Mary's. Don't have any drinks in me. I maybe took like a couple sips, like to try whoever's drink. And then we left. And when we got to, I forgot the name of that place. It's like down the street.
I don't remember either. That was really fun though. I really liked that place.
Yeah, like with that like upper club. Was it something Cantina? Is that what it was? I don't know. Whatever.
I don't remember.
I'm gonna censor that. No free sponsors except Hamburger Mary's. They were fucking. That place was rad. Yeah. But when we got there, everyone was like ordering shots. Mm-hmm. Everyone had those big fish bowls. Mm-hmm. Raymond took a stranger's drink. And
those two girls.
Yeah.
That I don't know if they were a couple, if they were just friends.
They're probably a couple.
They look like they're a couple.
Yeah, we're like in the gayest part of the country.
Yeah.
Or not the country, but the state at least. So Raymond takes a drink from, I think he had told me that it was like a girl like ordered the drink and it was like a Red Bull and vodka, which Raymond like does not drink either of those things. So
not that night.
Yeah, I know. It was fucking no rules that night, I guess. But yeah, like Raymond doesn't drink like liquor really at all.
He's a beer guy?
Yeah. More like a beer gay.
No comment.
Anyway, but yeah, it was like a Red Bull and vodka. He doesn't drink Red Bull. He doesn't drink vodka, and was like, "Fuck it, yeah, I'll take it." And I guess some girl ordered it, and she was like really drunk, and then her girlfriend was like, "Hey, do you want this drink?" Like she just got it, like she hasn't even drank it, but I had to take it away from her. But they already made it, so it's paid for and everything. Just like I don't want her to have it, and I'm not going to drink it. Yeah, and he's like, "Well, okay, I'll take it." And like everyone, I think was like pretty like buzzed. I know Raymond was like okay buzzed, and then like you were okay buzzed, and then
I could have kept going.
Mm.
And then,
but when we got to the cantina, it was
they were done.
Yeah, when we got there,
The girls were done.
Yeah, Erica and Andy were like already.
And there I was. Yeah, let's get some shots.
Yeah, I know, because you're like,
I got it. Let's
go.
You're
like, and then at the same time, everyone like you think everyone's as like buzzed as you are, which is like way lighter.
Yeah.
But everyone was already like teetering.
Yeah.
And so like everyone got like big fish bowls. There was those two ladies that we were talking to, and like everyone just started ordering shots. Raymond got that fucking Red Bull and vodka did him in. And
the one that I didn't want to take was who got the Patron shots. Someone just got straight up Patron shots, and I was like, fuck that.
I don't know. Because I know they tried getting, what was it? Candy shots?
Yeah, I got those.
Yeah, there was one that we got that were like supposed to be like, I think it was like maybe the second or first batch. It was like candy shots, but they were like,
because they didn't have the right liquor for them.
Yeah,
so they just like, oh, I don't fucking know, but whatever.
Yeah,
like,
just make the shots.
Give me a fucking candy
shot.
Give
me a fucking candy shot, little man. So,
but he was not having it. Like all the bartenders looked like they were just pissed off, and I was like, bro,
this is your job.
It's a fucking Friday or Saturday night, like.
Yeah, like
cheer the fuck up, dude.
And it's also like, how can you like not expect the night to be like fucking chaotic? It's like, you know where you're working at.
Yeah. Exactly.
So
I hate to say this too, because I know I sound like a fucking Karen, but it's just like, bro, I don't want to say it. I feel such like a bitch to say it.
Just say it.
It's like, dude, I'm paying your fucking bills. Give me my fucking shot, please. Fuck. That's all I'm asking. I just want 10 shots.
You're fucking nobody. You're nobody. I could fucking buy this whole place just to fire your ass.
That's the one thing I hate. I'm either super fucking fun when I'm drunk, or I'm a fucking bitch. There's no in between when I'm drunk.
There's no in between when you're sober too.
You got a point. You got a fucking point. I don't know what to tell you.
You're like, that's true.
You're right.
But yeah, like after that, everyone started taking shots, and that was one of the main reasons why I was like, I'm not gonna drink, because at the end of the night, I saw everyone was still trying to take shots, so I was grabbing shots, and I started taking all the shots. Then they had a big fish bowl,
and then you got mad because one of the first rounds that I bought was the candy shots, and I got you one, and you're like, you look like you were annoyed. But I don't think it was because I got you the candy shot necessarily. I think it's because everyone was being fucking loud and obnoxious.
Yeah.
And then I was like, yeah, just fucking I don't know what to do. Fucking take this shot.
Yeah.
I fucking paid for it. And then you took it. And then after that, that's when I think that's when we both realized, like, oh shit, like
do you not see what I'm doing?
Gone.
Yeah.
They're fucking gone.
That's why you're like, oh, that's why he's not drinking.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, like, I want to have a good time, but I'm not going to drink too much. I'm going to slow down. And then that's when someone kept buying nasty shots.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't want that.
Yeah. That's what the thing is, like, it went from being like everyone kind of taking like a shot to then like not everyone drinking shots. So then there was like leftover shots, and people were like Andy was like taking 2 shots instead of just 1. So I started having to take whatever whatever shots were there, I would just shoot them back. The big fishbowl, they're like, you want a drink? And then I would just take like a huge drink where you just see like the fucking
it's all good.
Yeah, like you just see at least like just ice left behind. They're like, what the fuck? Well, let's get another one. I'm like, no more. And
I didn't even have one of those fucking fish bowls. What the fuck?
I think you had one, but I don't think you liked it. because I drank most of yours. Because they like Erica, I think, and Andy were trying to like take sips out of yours.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, they're going to end up finishing that bowl. And that's like not good. Because those things were fucking strong.
Yeah.
So I started
drinking.
drinking.
Maybe you're right. I don't remember though.
Yeah. Because we had, I think, like 2 or 3 of them like on that little table.
Yeah.
And
I've always wanted a fishbowl too.
Yeah.
But they never make them right.
Apparently they didn't make them right that night either. They didn't make anything fucking right that night.
They had like nothing.
Yeah.
Which is crazy for a Saturday.
Yeah.
In West Hollywood, you'd think that.
Oh yeah, that's where we were. We were in West Hollywood. Yeah. That's why I said it was the gayest whatever in the whatever. But yeah, it was like that was the main reason, and I was like trying to, because once you were like, oh, I don't really want to drink it.
But that also happened at Hamburger Mary's too. Their drinks were so strong.
Yeah.
I think the first one that I got was just like fucking vodka and soda or something. Yeah. I was like, this is fucking disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah. All the drinks were like crazy strong.
Well, the second one, or who gave me their drink? Andy?
I think it was Andy. Yeah.
Her drink was really good. That one
I think it was like the little like bomb pop one, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, with the ice cream and it melted. Yeah.
That was super
really
good. Yeah. I mean, it's these fucking like little gay bars that are like, can I get this? And you're like, fuck, it's all alcohol. And then they're like, yeah, like, what do you want? It's a bar.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay,
I want
thanks.
some fucking juice, bitch.
I want it to taste good. They're like, that's not why you're here.
Yeah,
you didn't come to a bar to have fun.
You're gonna get fucked.
Yeah.
That's what we do here.
Yeah. You must be new here. Why don't you take your candy shots? I am actually. Please help me. But yeah, that's why I was like trying to avoid like drinking too much, because I knew at the end of the night I'd be like having to drink people's drinks to keep it away from them. Mm-hmm. And the only person I didn't do that with was Raymond, and he drank that fucking
that big old fucking that thing was
like,
huge.
Yeah, it was like 20 or 30 ounce cup of just Red Bull and vodka, and it was strong too. And he's like, it's pretty good, right? I'm like, yeah, it's all right. If it's like 2 things that you don't like and you want to drink it, sure. And then after that, it was like all downhill.
Yeah.
Because then you could see like...
Well, leaving, it was a struggle because who couldn't make it down the stairs? Erica. Yeah. Erica couldn't make it down the stairs.
Everyone was like okay enough besides Erica until we got to the car. Then that's when everything went like crashed and burned.
Yeah, that's all hell broke loose.
Yeah. So...
And Raymond's bitch ass fucking passed out.
I know. Raymond would have been the only one.
Us.
He would have been the only one to like really like. He would have been able to like change the night.
Yeah.
But it was like
he just knocked the fuck out.
Yeah. It was like we all left. I had to go. I was like, you and like Raymond walk Andy and Erica down, and I'm gonna go run out, get the car, and pull up so you guys don't have to walk all the way to the parking lot. And so I run down, go out, get the car, pull up, and then see you guys basically carrying Erica to the car.
Dude, and they were all trying to go the wrong way. I'm like, no, this side, this side. They're like, no, he's over there. I'm like, no, I literally just saw him. He's over here. Oh, it was so bad.
Yeah. And then everyone gets in, we start driving, and then they're like, I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up.
Yeah.
And we pull over, and we're like also like in an area where...
it was like a main street.
Yeah,
it's like a busy fucking street.
Yeah, it's a main street. It looks like a kind of like a shopping street because it's like all just like high end stores.
Yeah,
and, it's, like,
and then like on one side
lit.
it was like 2-3 houses, and then just fucking store.
Yeah, so we're on this like main street, and we pull over, and then Erica starts like gets out and like is just like throwing up crazy, and Raymond gets out and is like helping her. You're helping her. And I have those videos, I think, still. Or like,
you took videos, you fucking ass.
Yeah, I showed you the video of you like where you're like looking down, and I'm recording your reactions to her, where you're like,
and I'm fucking grossed
and you
out.
look up at me, and you're like,
yeah, it was fucking sick.
So they're helping her throw up. Andy's just in the back seat, like just chilling, ticking time bomb.
No, she's sleeping. She was sleeping.
Oh, she was sleeping. Ticking time bomb still. Sleeper agent.
Yeah.
And so afterwards, we're there for a while, and then we're like, okay, maybe we're okay to like go, because there's also like cops in the area.
Yeah, one literally passed us.
Yeah. The thing is, though, it's kind of like we're in an area where we're like so close to like this like downtown like, you know, bar scene where it's kind of like.
I don't think he was surprised like at all.
Yeah, he's like, no shit, you're throwing up. It's like 3 a.m. now. So she finishes like throwing up, and then we try to start driving. I actually don't remember because I was also now like not drunk at all. Because I was driving. I was operating a moving vehicle, so I wasn't drunk.
Yeah. Wink.
So, but I don't fully remember exactly the events afterwards because I remember driving and then having to pull over again.
Dude, we didn't even make it to...
like the next block.
Yeah.
Like we're like, let's start driving. Oh, it was like, well, let's pull off from the street
main street.
And like into like,
cops.
Let's pull off into like the residential streets. And... yeah, then it got worse.
Yeah, it just progressively got worse.
So when we drove around the corner, what happened?
You're gonna make me say it?
Yes. Well, let's do the layout of the car. So I'm driving, Raymond's in the passenger seat, and then behind me is Andy, and then you in the middle, and then Erica on the side behind the passenger.
Yeah.
So Erica is now like blacked out.
No, she was still throwing up a little bit. Like
okay.
I think she was just dry heaving now because I think she threw everything up.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
On
yeah.
the other street.
Yeah. So we leave, and then you know
we
what?
don't even leave. We pull up to that block. She's dry heaving, so you get out. You're kind of helping her, but you had to pee. So you went to like a bush or like a tree to pee. And then I was like, okay, we're good, we're fine. And then all of a sudden, like, I feel like hot, fucking, I don't know. Well, just fucking throw up. I feel hot, fucking throw up. Like, on my shoulder, on my fucking side, on my, like, you know, like, it's falling on the side of me. And I'm like, oh, shit. Like, I was like, Greg. And you're like, what? I'm like... she's throwing up. And you're like, what? I'm like,
I'm like, yeah. I'm like trying to take a piss. I'm like, yeah, I know Eric is throwing up.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, Andy's throwing up all over me. And then you came, and then you had to like help her out of the car because she didn't want to move. I don't think she wanted to move. I don't think she wanted to get out.
Yeah, we were killing her vibe.
Yeah.
She was like, the fuck, bro?
Yeah, leave me here. I'm good.
Yeah, I got all that shit out. It's on her now.
So we get her out. I think she continues to throw up a little bit. And then I get out, and I'm all fucking covered in throw up. There's throw up all over your seat. And then you cleaned it up because I was like, fuck that. I started gagging. I started now to like get grossed out. Yeah. And then so you had to clean it. You just so happened to have water in your trunk too.
Yeah, it was actually like I think it was from when this is like just an old thing of like water when I was like I think from when I was a delivery driver, from when I was doing my sales job. Mm-hmm. Like it was just like you'd go out for like the day and it's like hot, so you just bring like a big container of water and just drink it. So I had that like just in my trunk from like whenever ago, and like had that and like used it to clean everyone off. It was like covering up a fucking crime scene. So
then you had to call Noelle.
Yeah. So now Raymond is like Raymond had like gotten up, I think, to go to the bathroom somewhere, and he goes to like go pee, and then I could have sworn he was gonna go pee like out like in the open, and I'm like, you have to go like somewhere and go pee, and he's like whatever, and goes and pees. And now it's like I think all the drinks are like now hitting him, where he goes off and he wanders off, and we're like, okay, whatever, he's gonna go pee. And then me and you are dealing with that, so I have to get Andy out, and I pull her out, throw her on the curb, and like clean her up. And then now you're in the middle of the street having to take all your clothes off. Yeah. And then I just thankfully I had like all my little disguises in the back. Your
spare clothes.
Yeah. Just from like having like if I like wear a jacket to work or like a hoodie and I take it off and I just throw it in my car, like it just ends up in my car, like in my trunk. So I had all my little disguises and extra clothes.
Oh, and then I had to pee. I remember I changed and then I had to pee.
Oh yeah.
And then so I went in like the dark, but I ended up peeing in front of a Tesla.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh fuck, like I'm fucking screwed.
Yeah.
Like he has me peeing.
Yeah.
Whatever. And I was like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. So that
went back and then
somewhere.
I think we just waited for Noelle to get there because I think by that time everyone came back and was like passed out again.
Well, it was that like I had taken Andy out and put her like on the curb and she was just laying there, and then you were changing, and Erica was still like out. Like she was like now outside of the car, like sitting in the back seat, but with her legs out, and she just kind of blacked out. And then we're like, "Where's Raymond? Like he hasn't come back." And then like we go walk around and find him like tucked like in the fetal position in like by a bush.
Yeah.
And he just like was I guess just went and peed, and then was like, I'm just gonna lay down, and just laid down on the concrete like in a bush.
Yep.
And I had to get him up, pick him up, and then carry him like to the fucking car, put him in the passenger seat, and it was like a fucking crime scene. And then remember the guy?
Oh
like,
yeah, the guy that lived there.
Yeah, we were in front of someone's house, and like this guy just like shows up, and he's like, "What are you people doing here?" And we're like, "What are you doing here?" It's like, "I live here." And we're like, "Oh." It's like this older like white guy.
Yeah.
And we're like in a really nice neighborhood, and we're like, "Look, we all just went out partying. Like it was like for our friend's birthday. Everyone just got too drunk, but you know, we're not leaving any messes or anything. Like they threw up back there in my car. Like, don't worry, we're not leaving stuff behind." And he's like, "Okay, well, I just, you know, make sure it's all cleaned up. Like I don't want a bunch of stuff out here." And we're like, "Okay, that makes sense."
He was like 15 minutes.
Yeah, he's just like.
And then you turned off all the lights, remember?
Yeah. So we're like, all right. So it's pitch black. It's 3 a.m.
Yeah, because even on that street, not all the street lights were on.
Mm-hmm. So thankfully that guy wasn't like a total dickhead. He was just like, "Okay, well, just don't leave stuff in front of my house. And then like if you make a mess, like clean it up." And we're like, "Okay, that's fine." I told him like, "Look, we have water. We're cleaning up anything that's here." But there was really nothing. And all the throw up was on the other street and in my car.
Or on my clothes.
Yeah. That was the thing too. We were going to just throw the clothes in the bush.
We did. We threw some stuff.
Oh yeah. I think a couple things.
Yeah.
But like I had the trash bag.
They were gone.
Yeah. I had that trash bag in the back though, and I threw him in there because I was like, I don't want to leave it. And then this guy fucking shows up, and then sure enough, he did. So then I was like, I don't know what to do now because my back seat's like covered in vomit, and like we can't have everyone back in the car. So I called Noelle, and he's like at home stoned, and he's like, "What's up?" I'm like. He's like,
nonchalant.
Yeah, just him having the like living my dream of being here and just like not having to worry about shit.
Smart decision. Stay home.
Yeah, I wish I would have done the same thing. But he's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Everything went south. I need you here." And he's like, "All right, I'll be there in like 20 minutes." And he showed me and you just like hung out. We were just like,
we're just sitting there.
We're like
contemplating life.
Yeah, both just like standing there, like still kind of drunk, and you're like half naked, and we're just like, "Did you have fun tonight?" And you're like, "Yeah, it was cool."
Yeah, all disappointed.
Yeah, it was.
I was expecting
cool
to go home, like, you know, pass out, still have a little nice drunk, hungover. Yeah. No,
nothing. It was just all.
By the time Noelle came, I'm like, "Get these bitches home."
Yeah,
I'm so fucking tired.
Yeah, and
like
then,
we didn't get home until like 5?
Yeah,
6 almost.
Something like that. Because like he came and he took Andy, and then Erica and Raymond were pretty much like done. Like Raymond didn't really throw up. And then
you know what pissed me off though is like when we got home, they're like, "Yeah, it was cool." Like everyone woke up. God. Everyone was like, "Yeah, it was so fun."
Oh my God, I don't remember any of that. And then
you're
like, I was like, "No shit, idiot. You wouldn't remember any of it." But my fucking car remembers. Toni remembers.
My fucking clothes.
My clothes remember.
I think my clothes are still here. I don't think I ever got them back.
Yeah, you still have my clothes, I think.
Yeah, I do.
Damn. Yeah, your clothes were here for like a long time. They're fucking mixed in somewhere though.
Yeah, they're somewhere here.
Yeah, whatever. We'll find them after.
It's okay. They don't fit anymore.
Yeah.
You fucking have them.
Yeah. But yeah, we got home and then it was like, I don't know if I had told you about what happened like afterwards because Noelle took Andy and everyone was basically like done throwing up.
Yeah.
Erica was just like passed out. You stayed in the back with her as we're driving, like in case anything happened.
Because I think she was like She would make sounds.
Yeah, if you try to move her, she was like, ugh.
Yeah. I was like, oh, fuck. Oh,
and you're like, ugh. Okay.
I was like, ugh, where's the bag?
And you're just like, hey, you ready?
Yeah.
Yellow baby. And we're like, okay, as long as she stays here, then cool. And then Raymond's in the front seat. He's like out, like dad asleep. Like just fucking chin to chest and looking out.
Done.
So I'm like, okay, just let me know if you need anything. If you want the windows down or up. And you're like, okay. So we're just talking, and we went. And then we get home. You take off. And we bring in, like, by the time we get back, like, Andy's, Noelle brought Andy in, and she was, like, asleep, I think, on the couch. And then Erica's, like, when we got her out of the car, she was, like, kind of coming to.
Yeah, I think they were, like, awake.
Yeah, where she's like, I'm going to take a shower. Like, I need to take a shower. And we're like, okay. And she sends Raymond to go get her bag. I don't know if you remember, or if I told you about what happened after.
No,
so
do I want to know?
Yeah, it's so good. So she's like, I need, like, my bag is in, she had like a sleepover bag, and she's like, Raymond, can you go get it? Like, whatever. She gets in the shower. So like she goes into the bathroom, turns the shower on, and now she's like, okay, where like she gets in the shower. She's like, once I'm in the shower, then I'll be fine. So she just goes in there and, like, is chilling. Andy's asleep on the couch, and Raymond goes out to the car to go get her, like, sleepover bag.
Oh, doesn't he stay in the car?
Yeah. So he's gone for a while, and I'm like, I got to go check on him. So I go out, but I also have to make sure, like, now I know Andy's okay. So that's one down. And then I have to make sure, like, Erica doesn't, like, slip and die in the shower. But I think she had said she went in, and then she just, like, sat down and was, like, just sitting, like fucking with the water pouring over her. So I'm like, I have to go check on Raymond, and I go out, and my nightmare is like, oh, he's, like, gone. Like he's
like he
like
wandered
the car.
off.
No, like the car's not there.
Oh.
Like he's like, oh, I got to go home. Like that's what I'm, like, scared of, because he had his keys to go just get the bag out, but I'm afraid that he's like, oh, I'm leaving. I'm going home, and he's gonna try to drive. So I'm like, fuck, and I go outside, and I see his car still there. I'm like, okay, but he's like, I don't see him anywhere. So I go up to the car and I open the door, and he's in the back seat of his car, not on the seat, but like on where you're floor? On the floor of the car, like where your feet are, and he's balled up and asleep. And I'm like, what is this dude's fucking deal? So I'm like, useless.
You know what's funny though? It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
It doesn't surprise me. Now, if you had told me like Noelle had done that, I would have been like, what the fuck?
So odd.
Yeah. But Raymond,
classic.
Yeah.
Classic Raymond.
That's like his move.
That's his MO.
Something he would do.
So, like, I'm like, whatever, fuck him. I grab his keys. I grab Erica's bag. I close the door. I'm like, at least he's safe in here. So I'm like, I'll come back and check on him. So I come back in.
You left too.
Yeah, fuck him. So I go and I think I like try to wake him up, and he's just like not budging. And I'm like, whatever, he's fine here. At least he's like he doesn't have his keys now, and like he's not gonna wander off. Like he found his spot. I'd be surprised if he can even get out of where he's at. So I come back and I check on Erica, and Erica's like in the shower, and I open it. I'm like, hey, are you okay? And she's like, yeah, I'm okay. Like, she's just yelling out. I'm like, I have your bag. And I put it down, and I was like, do you need anything? Are you okay? And she's like way more coherent. She's like, no, I feel better. Like, I'm just going to kind of be in here for a while. And I'm like, okay, cool. And now I'm like, I think I wait for her to get out. And she's like, where's Raymond? And I'm like, he's in the car. He's in the car.
Yikes.
So eventually, me and Erica go out, because like Erica's in the shower for like fucking 2 hours. And she comes out, and she's like, where's Raymond? I'm like, I don't fucking know. He's your boyfriend, man. And we go out to the car, and he's in the same spot, thankfully. But we're like, I open the door, and it's like, toward the curb is like where his legs are. So it's like he walked up to the car, opened the door, and like crawled in and just fell asleep. So we close it and we go to like the street side, like that's where his head's at, and we open it and like there's throw up on like the door like frame and on the floor. So
That's
it was
disgusting.
like, so like he basically got in the car and like laid down, and then at some point like didn't want to like get out of the car, so he just opened the door and like threw up outside and then closed the door and then just went back to sleep.
I mean,
It's pretty good on him.
That's pretty smart.
Yeah.
I mean,
He's
kudos.
pretty yeah.
Kudos to him.
He's pretty
just
good
a little
about
bit.
yeah, just enough to be
Just,
like
yeah.
at least he didn't throw up all over himself like
Yeah.
some people, like everyone else that night. But not too much kudos because Raymond is also the kind of guy who's on multiple occasions will be like we'll all be drinking and it's like 3 or 4 in the morning, and Raymond will be like on the couch already like blacked out, and then we'll like get up, and it's like it's like watching just like an alien that we're just like staring and we're like, what is he gonna do? What is this little guy doing? And then he stands up and he's like, he turns, and it's like you know when you see like a cat or a dog and you're like, are you gonna go shit right now? Or like a baby and you look at them and you're like,
Like
are
the
you
way
pooping?
Josh used to poop.
Yeah.
He used to hide, but like watch you.
Yeah.
Just to, like stare at you.
Yeah. It's like a very like primal thing. It's like you could tell when like a cat is like going somewhere, you see the way their body kind of moves, or like a dog, and you're like, you better not piss right now, or you better not take a shit. So Raymond stands up and then he like will kind of turn, and then we'll see him and just stare at him. We're like, we gotta wait. I don't want to jump the gun. And then he's just like, starts undoing his pants in front of us, and we're like, oh my god, Raymond, what are you doing? And he's like, yeah, he's like, what? I gotta go pee. And we're like, yeah, I figured that, man, but that's my couch. So if you can, and he's like, what? Like, like I'm the asshole.
Like all defensive.
Yeah, what are you doing in the bathroom right now? So kind of kudos to him, but this time he got kudos.
Just
yeah. So then we bring him in, and everyone just goes to sleep. And then in the morning, I remember, I think, because I think I brought Andy to bed, and then Raymond and Erica were like just in the living room. But this is like one of the few times that they actually stayed like pretty late the next day. Because normally, like when they like sleep over, they won't stay like too late. Even if they wake up and they're like feeling like shit, they'll go home and then go back to sleep. That way they could just be at home, you know, whatever. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So like Andy gets up and like I hear like I'm like in bed still like all groggy, and I hear like the 3 of them out here. I think they're like talking to Noelle, and they're like just talking about the night and how fun it was. It was so crazy, and like, oh my god, it was so wild. I don't even remember coming home. I don't remember this, and I'm just hearing it, and I'm like, they're like, is Greg? Yeah, they're like, is Greg still asleep? Oh my god, I didn't even know if he drank that much. And I'm like, I just don't even want to fucking see them. And then I just start hearing them being like, oh my god, it was so fun, all this and that, and just like having the fucking time of their lives. And then me being in the room and being like, I have a bag of vomit clothes in my trunk. Toni has my clothes. There's vomit in my car still.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I come out and they all look at me. They're like, oh my god, look who's up finally. I'm like, just like seething already. I'm like, it's so early
you
to
see
be
smoke
like,
coming out of
yeah.
your ear.
So I had to like break it down to them. The worst part too is like I break down like what happened to them, and they're just like, they're hearing it like they're so happy, like, oh my god, we're too much. And like all 3 of them are like, I can't believe I fell asleep in a bush. That's so me. Like, just like the worst fucking people in the world. Yeah, and they're like some of my best friends or whatever.
Your only friends.
Pretty much. Cool. Yeah, that was
That was one for the books.
That was pretty
that
much
we hopefully never get to relive.
Yeah. that's the thing. After that too, I was like,
Never
so
doing that shit again.
yeah, yeah. You're like, I'll take my own car. I'll piss and throw up in my own car.
In
Thank
my
you very
own
much.
fucking car. Fuck that.
Yeah. That's also I was like after like this is exactly why I don't like going clubbing, because it would have been different too if we were in like Whittier and we went drinking.
Why?
Because we wouldn't be fucking like 40 minutes away from my house. That was another part of it, because it was like, okay, Noelle came in.
Long fucking drive.
Yeah, like if Noelle was like, where are you guys? We're like, oh, we're in Uptown. Okay, cool. Like I'll be there in like 10 minutes. And the Morse code again? You're gay. It sucks having like homophobic ghosts. I guess it would just suck having ghosts in general. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I mean, most ghosts are probably homophobic, right? They're probably old. Are there new ghosts that just pop up?
I mean, people die every day, so.
I guess that's true. I just don't see like ghosts in like
a young ghost.
Yeah.
They're all old already.
That's a cool name, cool rap name, Young Ghost. I took that. I took ownership. I claim that first. If anyone else is gonna use, I'm gonna forget anyway. But whatever. Yeah, cool. And then after that, you went out. Was that your last like experience partying?
Yeah, before I freaking found out I was pregnant. Yes.
I mean, it's kind of a good send off to be like, you know what? I don't think I'm gonna miss it that much, because then by the time.
No, I mean, I fucking want a enchilada so bad.
Oh, okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, no.
Why don't you have like a virgin one?
I thought about that, but I've also heard that they also have like a little bit of alcohol in them.
No, you
like one of the drinks that you have to or you put in them.
It depends. Like you can make I can make you one like the way we would make it here with like beer or alcohol. I could just make it from scratch. And, oh my god, is there like a fucking attack helicopter outside?
No, there's just Morse code again.
Oh, okay. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's the gay helicopter outside. Yeah, it's like I can make it make one for you and then just not put beer in it and.
See, but maybe alcoholism runs in the family, because I also want to get fucking drunk too. So maybe we'll just wait.
Yeah, you're like, I think you're missing the point. I don't think you're really reading between the lines, because all this talk about throwing up and partying is just making me want to get fucked up.
It just makes me want to do it all over again.
Yeah.
And then regret it the next day.
Yeah, it's pretty much been the past 10 years for me. So,
yeah, I feel like I start it and then get pregnant and then start it again.
Yeah.
And then get pregnant again. So yeah. I'm kind of fucked, but.
Yeah. So you're like, am I going to get back into partying, or am I going to roll the dice again?
No.
Probably not.
I think I'm done for a little while.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the thing too. It's like if you come and like party with us, it's like more often than not, we're just here having drinks. So that's like really, really doable.
Yeah.
It was like the last time, because the last time we went out was when that happened, but then the time before that was when we went to that show in Silver Lake to go see.
I didn't even drink that time though. I think I had like one drink.
No, we had Buzzballs. You had Buzzballs.
I did have Buzzballs.
Yeah, we went to go see. Yeah,
you guys bought me more than I fucking wanted. I just wanted one.
Because I just remembered I didn't drive. Me and you were just getting drunk in the back seat, and
who drove?
Andy drove. Andy drove, and then it was Noelle in the front in the passenger seat.
Oh yeah.
And then see, oh yeah, it's all coming back to me now.
Yeah, now I remember.
Yeah.
Fuck, that was fun.
Yeah, and then we went.
Those Buzzballs did a number.
Yeah. I remember because we had it like in a little thermos.
Yeah, and then didn't we come back and there was more?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had to go to bed early though, because I had work in the morning, I think.
Yeah, and I think I sat out here with Andy and we were just drinking.
Yeah, because we went, we were drinking on the way there, and got like pretty drunk. And then when we got there, we went inside, but then Andy didn't have her ID, so then she couldn't come in. So we ended up going, and like I wanted to like see some of it at least, but I just wanted to see, like, I met a couple, because we saw Mom's Home.
You met some people.
Yeah,
you met some peeps.
Yeah, some of the people from at the time Funhouse, and got to meet a few of them, and they were really cool. And like it was like I kind of got what I wanted. Like I got to see Mom's Home play like the song that I wanted to see that like got me into her. And then I got to meet a couple of the people from like Funhouse, like the channel that I watched and like grew up watching. And then I was like, okay, well, we can't all come in, so like why don't we all just go outside and hang out? Like, because it was kind of like open, and there was like a little seating,
Yeah, there was like a little
area.
seating area.
Yeah, so we just came outside, and then I remember the security guard was like trying to ask like one of the owners, like, can I just let them in? Like, she's obviously over 21.
Yeah.
All of her friends, and they're like, we can't do it. So the security guard felt like really bad because I could see him like being like, come on, it's not that big of a deal. And the guy's like, no. So we just stayed outside and then kind of hung out, and we're like, let's just get out of here. Let's just go back home and just party. And so we leave, and I drive back. Was not drunk. And like we take off, and that's when we got back, and we were like still drinking. That's when me and you went to
that sick ass fucking liquor store. The
liquor store, yeah. And we went and we got like more drinks.
Yeah.
And then came back.
Yeah.
And my God, they're the fucking neighbors. They build like a little like fallout shelter, and then they destroyed it, and then they're like building a new one or something. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. But yeah, that night was cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah, but it was like, I think it was kind of like a perfect send off to go to the West Hollywood thing and just like have the worst fucking night and be like, this is what it is sometimes. But then at least when you come back to it, it's gonna be like, oh, we're going to like Whittier and just gonna sit at a bar and kick it. No,
I plan to get as fucked up as Erica was.
Okay.
And then
I keep trying to like be like, no, we'll just kind of hang out and do nothing. You're like, you are not fucking getting it.
Yeah, no. It's all right. It's because you're old.
That's true.
You don't want to do it.
Yeah. That's pretty.
I'm getting.
That's true. I know. I'm like thinking already. I'm like, don't worry, man. We'll just chill out. And you're like, you can chill out, old man. Like I'm still fucking.
Andy and Eric are gonna get annihilated.
Go ahead. I'll fucking drop you guys off.
Leave us there.
Yeah. I'll send an Uber for you and pay the.
You guys know how to get home, right?
Yeah. You guys will be fine. Yeah. Just follow the North Star and then whatever. You guys will be fine. God. That's gonna be. It's gonna be a shit show.
Oh fuck yeah!
Cool. Well, thanks for being on and also leaving that really ominous foreshadowing. I guess that's gonna be in a future episode. When it finally happens.
We'll come back home, set it up. Hopefully, you have more mics.
I will by then.
So we have Erica's drunk ass and Andy's drunk ass.
I couldn't even imagine just giving you the 3 microphones and pressing record and leaving you guys alone when you guys are like hammered. I just fucking spill drinks all over my equipment.
No. That's why you got to get little stands. This is the perfect time for you to get microphone stands. I don't know about that.
That's going to get ruined.
Yeah, that's going to get...
That's fine. I mean, this is like the most expensive thing, but whatever.
Right.
I guess. Fuck it, whatever.
And then we're all just going to sit here.
I guess if it's hands off, then you guys don't need to touch it.
We don't need to touch it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. By then, I'll have stands for.
You got a few more months.
Yeah.
You got like 3 months.
You're gonna.
I'm giving it a timeline.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll work on it.
So that's why I pooped the baby out.
7.5 pounds.
Have a system. Yeah, 7.5 pounds.
We didn't even talk about that.
I know, that's crazy.
That's
the one thing we wanted to talk about, and we didn't talk about it.
Well, I guess we'll talk about it real quick. You had come into my store yesterday, and I had just gotten into work, and like we were at the front, and just like talking, like so I was on the clock, and you could tell like I had like my badge on, and you like. You did not look like you worked there. It's just like I was talking to a customer. So like the two of us are just the front talking, and this like old white man, like maybe like his 80s.
Yeah. In a wheelchair.
He had like gray hair, like slicked over. Like he looked like an old like southern white man.
Yeah.
Like wearing like a blue and white like plaid.
He looked like almost like he was like from like a movie or something.
Yeah,
like it looks so surreal.
Yeah, like the way you would think of like old like southern white guy, like clean
blue eyes.
Yeah,
fucking
like little wire like glasses, slicked over like long like white hair, And he comes, like, we're both just standing and talking, and he like starts, like, he's in a wheelchair and he's kind of like barely moving his like legs to kind of help him go forward, moving super slow toward us, but like to get past us to get to like the checkout area because his wife was checking out, or whoever he was
Yeah,
with.
but I don't know if you noticed, he was just staring at me like the whole time.
Yeah.
As he was like walking up to us.
Yeah. So he comes up and he's like just staring, and then like I'm on the clock, so I'm like, like, did you have a question, sir? And he just ignores me. And he's like staring like at you. Like, the thing is, you're significantly shorter than me, and he's like in a wheelchair. So he's like turned toward you. So I'm like looking down at him, and he's like just turned to his right and like looking straight at like your torso.
Mm-hmm.
And you're wearing like a
gray tank top. A muscle tank top.
Yeah.
Or like, what are they called? Like wife beaters?
Yeah.
The gray, I guess.
I was beating my wife, so I just popped it on real quick before I left.
Yeah.
So he like just stares, and I'm like, do you have a question, sir? Because he rolls like right up to us. Like, I think he's just kind of getting past us to go to the checkout area, but he rolls like right up to us, and then he's like just staring, and then like you look up at me like,
yeah, like what the heck?
Okay, and then we just like we're about to start talking, and as soon as you're like, oh yeah, so anyway, this and that, he just goes, boy. And then I'm like, what? And you're like, what? Like, you didn't hear him because like we just started talking. And I start laughing, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then you're like, what happened? Like, what happened? And I was like, he was just staring at you. And he's also like right in front of us still, and doesn't have any expression on his face.
Yeah, just looks, like so nonchalant.
Yeah, and then he's just like 7.5 pounds.
Yeah. Yep.
And we're like, what the fuck? And then I think I get called away.
Yeah, the wife actually calls you.
Yeah.
And I'm like too stunned to like talk. Like I was just like, wait, what? And then he's like, I can't tell with my own family members, but with strangers, I'm usually never wrong. And that's it. That's all he fucking says. And he rolls away to his wife.
Yeah, and like doesn't.
And then
say...
you come back up to me, and you're like, what did you say? Like so pumped.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I couldn't talk.
And you had like goosebumps, like you could see your skin's like lifted, and you're like, I don't know what just happened right now. Yeah. And for him to just be like, to say that, and then he just like puts his head back down and just rolls forward, goes and meets up with his wife, and we're still like, what just happened? And they get their stuff, and then like she's walking, so she's like, okay, like thanks so much, and I'm like, okay, and she walks past us, and then now he has like a bag full of stuff like on his lap, and he's like just rolling, and we're like just staring at him like, what is he gonna say, like as he's leaving? Doesn't even look at us.
Yeah.
Rolls right past,
right outside.
Yeah, and just goes.
Just leaves.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Insane. So now that we have it on record too, that 7.5 pounds. Well, the thing is, you already knew that you're having a boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I already knew that.
But that's why we were like, whoa. But it was like, okay, you have like a 50-50 chance of being right. It's just crazy that you were right.
Yeah, that you were right. And then you're saying
7.5 pounds.
7.5 pounds.
And then you said that Josh was like close to that weight.
Yeah, he was 6.
Yeah. So it's like
it's not too far off.
Yeah, if he was like, oh, it's going to be like 9.5 pounds, you're like, probably not.
Yeah, it was a big weight.
Yeah. So it's like for him to be like pretty, like, especially having like a point of reference, because like with Josh, you at least have like, I know how much he weighed. So for him to be like, oh, it's going to be 7.5 pounds, and you're like you could be right.
It was just crazy. It's just so random.
Yeah. Completely random. Like random. I actually don't even, because we get like a lot of regulars. I mean, you know, at any store like that, you get like regulars from the area. I don't remember ever seeing him, which is like kind of stands out because there's not like a lot of people that come in that are in wheelchairs, even if they're like older customers.
Mm-hmm.
And we have fucking seniors day.
Yeah.
And like we get seniors crazy that day, but it's like
never seen him.
I'd never seen him before. And without hesitation just rolls up and just like doesn't care that we're talking, doesn't look at us.
Doesn't even say like, oh, like excuse me or nothing. Just straight up
like
boy.
Like a fucking wizard just came up and then said it and then bounced.
Yeah.
So
crazy.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see back when
Yeah.
In October when he comes.
Yeah. So there's going to be some updates.
Yeah.
In the future about some of these things. So we'll have the weight update, and then we'll see when Toni gets fucked up again, I guess. So that's going to be so that's going to be there's going to be a lot to come.
Yeah.
Still.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see. So I guess everyone,
or maybe not. Who knows?
I'm sure it'll be interesting.
I have my good moments, and then I have my
bitch moments.
Yeah. Oh, you know what I wanted to talk about too, because we were talking about getting drunk. Remember when I went out with Jessica? And I drove here?
Yeah.
So fucked up. I was just like, I don't know how I got here.
Yeah.
I had no idea how I got here.
What?
Me and Jessica were at Calaveras.
Oh, yeah.
And I got fucked up. Because I was matching her. Drink for drink. That's where I fucked up.
Yeah. That was my first and only mistake.
Yeah. Because after that, I didn't drink like that. I drink at my speed.
Yeah.
But I think we literally had like 8 drinks.
Oh, my God.
No food. We didn't eat.
Yeah. Why would you? Right?
Yeah. We don't go to Calaveras to eat.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I remember you, was that what you wanted, spaghetti?
Oh, yeah. That's when I had told her that you were making spaghetti, and she called you a bitch for not inviting her.
That's right.
And then I was like, just come with me. And I don't want to go. And I was like, well, fuck you then. I'm going for some fucking spaghetti.
I'm getting fucking spaghetti right now. You can fucking stay here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. And then
she lives like 5 minutes away from me. She lives like on New.
Oh.
So I had to go drop her ass off because I was driving for some god awful reason.
But you were completely sober.
Yes. Yeah. And then I took her home, came here, and I don't even think I ate. Did I eat? I don't remember.
That's what I was going to ask you. I don't remember because I remember that night. I
just sat my ass on the couch.
Yeah, I think you came. No, I think you did eat. I think you came and then like you were here for a little bit and we were just kind of like hanging out and we were all just talking. And then you ate some spaghetti and you kind of like sobered up a little bit here and just hung out.
Yeah.
Because I don't think you.
Because I remember saying too, like, I don't think I can drive.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, I stopped off here. I'm making camp here for the night. Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta wait it out.
Yeah. I think that's what happened. Because I remember you being here and like, I'm pretty sure you ate. And then we were all just like sitting here and like hanging out and talking.
Yeah.
I don't know if we were here drinking too.
I think you guys were.
Probably. But I don't think it was like everyone. It was
no,
just
I think it was just like you, Noelle, and Andy.
Yeah. And then you came.
And Noelle was sitting right here on the computer chair laughing at me.
Yeah.
Because
right.
I don't know what I was doing.
Just drunk.
And he would look at me and I would do something. Or like I would open my eyes and he would laugh at me. I'd be like, what, bro?
Well, you never seen a bitch sleep? The fuck?
You never seen a fucking bitch fucking drunk as fuck?
Yeah.
Don't stare at me.
Yeah, don't stare at me. He's like, what the fuck is Tony's problem?
This little bitch is gonna fight me.
I know. I'm like fucking 3 feet taller than her. You're like, what, bro? You gonna fucking step
I
up?
take you.
I know. He's like, I'm going to my room. Fuck
He's
this.
like, I'm fucking over this.
Yeah, I'm going to my fucking room.
Yeah, my goddamn nerves.
Yeah, I think like it was like so funny because I was like, oh, Toni's coming. And they're like, okay, cool. Like, she gonna hang out? And I was like, I don't think so. I think she's done hanging out. I think she needs to like come here to like sober up. And then you just ate spaghetti and left.
Yeah. I was here for like 30 minutes, I think. Like, I just came to eat, sit down for a little bit, and I'm like, I need a water, and that's it.
Yeah, you ate, and then you just drank some water, and you were like talking
it was late, no?
Yeah.
It was like really late too.
That's why when you're like, can I come over and hang out with you guys? I was like, sure. Like,
it was fucking 2 in the morning.
Yeah, it's like already like past midnight, but go for it. And
yeah, usually I don't come that late. Usually I'm here like by 8 and leave by like 11.
Yeah, you come here, go hard, and then you bounce. Like, it was like, well, was it, I think my birthday?
Oh, yeah, I was literally here for like an hour.
Yeah.
That was it.
You came and then you were like, you took like a couple of Jell-O shots and then I could tell you were drunk because you would like walk up to me.
Dude, those Jell-O shots were so fucking good.
You would come up to me and you're like, I have a question. And you get like super close to my face and I'm like, what do you want? And then you're just like, can I play this game? Can I do that? I'm like, go ahead.
I know no one was playing the game either.
Yeah.
Like, I think the girls were sitting right there by it. But I was like, oh, I don't want to interrupt.
I want to play the game. And you're like all drunk. Oh my god.
Hey, but did you see how fucking boss I was at making the little hook game?
That's why I miss like having the fucking garage.
At first, I was like, not that good.
Yeah.
But then as the Jello shots kept kicking in, I was like, oh,
God, Eye of the Tiger.
I'm fucking making them.
Yeah. It's what you remember,
Pat
but
was like, yeah, that's all I remember. That's all I remember.
Yeah.
Even Pat was like, how the fuck are you making them? I don't know.
I'm a fucking pro, bitch.
I'm a fucking G. I'm telling you, every time I drink, I become better.
Me too.
Cup pong or beer pong? What is it called? Beer pong?
Yeah.
I'm a fucking beast.
That's
Give me
crazy.
2 shots. I'm
okay. Well, you know what we need to do? We need to have like a list of
game
things.
Night?
Like a list of things that we're gonna do when you're
no.
like game night. When you're able to drink again, we're gonna have to do like go through like a crash course of everything. Play the ring game, play beer pong, etc., etc. What is it? Battle shots? You ever play that?
No. It's like battleships.
Yeah, it's like you play Battleship, but you have like a shot glass.
Don't you have to
instead.
Make that?
No.
I don't want to fucking do that.
You can if you get like.
Come and drink.
Yeah, you could buy it. You could buy it because people are like, oh, if people just make these, we could just make them ourselves and sell them, and then we just buy them instead.
Oh, okay.
Play cornhole. I guess you don't have to drink to play cornhole, but
I don't even know what that is. To be honest
why would
with
you play cornhole and not drink? That's so
What's
fucking crazy.
cornhole?
It's that game where it's like there's like boards that are set up kind of like at a like incline, and you just throw the little bag.
Oh,
That's cornhole.
I didn't know that's what that was called. It's beanbag toss. I don't know. I swear to God, that's what I thought it was called.
You're like, the more I think about it, I realize I don't know what it's fucking called.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Yeah, it's called cornhole.
Maybe it is called cornhole. It's just a weird name.
Cornhole. But yeah, it's like, why are you gonna play some of those games and not drink? It's like going golfing, and people go golfing just to fucking
hit balls all day
and get drunk,
which is crazy. I've been to Top Golf.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually really good at
golf. Of course. Once you get a couple shots of me, I'm like,
no,
oh.
I wasn't even drinking. I was pregnant at that time too. It was like a month ago.
Oh, you're fucking just good at golfing? That'd be so crazy if you were just
weird.
Naturally good at golfing.
I mean, I'm not that good, but I did beat everybody.
Okay.
And I'm pregnant, and somehow I kept getting all the right areas because they test you, or they don't test you. It's just, I don't know if anyone's ever. Yeah, well, you should go. It's kind of expensive, but they have like a screen, and you get to choose which one you want to do. They have like different like categories that you can choose from. And there was this one where it's like 3 areas you have to try to hit, but if you hit like these purple things, you get like 2 times the points.
Mm-hmm.
So I kept hitting those.
Damn.
Rather than hitting the 3 areas, and I kept beating everybody.
Everyone's like, this isn't fun anymore, Toni. Can we go home? You're like, no, we're staying for another 2 hours. I already paid for it.
I didn't pay for anything. Luckily, thank God.
That sucks. You imagine someone else paying for it and then getting beat, and you're just like, sorry, you suck.
Sorry, you're trash.
Yeah, that's it. We recently, for Raymond's birthday, I don't know if you saw, I posted on Instagram that we got a boat.
Oh, I did see. That looks super fun.
We should do that when you poop that baby out.
Yeah.
And go on a fucking boat. That shit was so much fun.
I went to a boat, like that type of thing, for Lake Havasu, but then the water looked like shit, so I didn't go into the water.
Yeah.
But we were all drinking. It was super, super fun.
Yeah, I didn't know what it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like, when they told me, they're like, oh, we're going to get like a boat and we're going to like drink on it. I thought it was going to be literally like a like relatively big boat that's going to be like boated by someone, where they're like the ones like driving it, or
no, this is you guys.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like, oh, we're going to sit down, we're going to be like on the back of a boat while someone else like drives us around. And like, it was not. Where we got in, it was pretty small, and like obviously like my friends are fucking huge, so it's like I get on and the whole boat is like and then Noelle gets on. It's like, so like we had to kind of like, I'm sure we were just like nervous.
Space out the weight, or what? Is that what you're trying to say?
The thing is, like, that's what I thought we were kind of doing, like having to do. But I'm pretty sure it's just like in my head, because I've never been like on a boat really.
Yeah.
And it's like, this isn't like it's not like a fucking canoe where it's like all like light. It's like a fucking like boat. Like it has an engine and everything.
Yeah,
so
bitch, it's a boat.
Yeah. So I'm like thinking like as soon as I feel like that move, I'm like, it's going to flip over, but it doesn't, because that's what it's for. It's like you can move around. But it was like smaller than I thought, but it was also like pretty cool to be able to just be on the boat yourself. And then they like people get like food and drinks, and they just like, we had like 2 coolers full of beer and drinks and shit, and they're just like, be back here in 2 hours, and they give you like a little map of like where you can kind of go, and you could just put it in neutral and just kind of hang out, float around in the water. That's what we did. It was awesome. And it's like I think it was, I don't know how much it was. I think Erica said it was like around 200 something for like, I think it was like 2 or 3 hours. But it was also like, I think they paid for it. But it's like it was 6 of us. So, I mean, if you split it between like 7 or 8 people for like under $300, like it's fucking nothing.
Yeah.
You get to go on a boat and get fucked up. But then there were other people who apparently, I didn't hear any of this, but, or I didn't see any of it. But Andy and Erica had to go to the bathroom, and they went. And there was a girl who had locked herself inside of one of the bathroom stalls and was like throwing up inside everywhere.
Oh, that's fucking sick.
And then someone else was like banging on the door to try to get her out. And then she's like just yelling back at them. And the person who was banging on the door leaves. And then the girl comes out and sees Andy and Erica and like gets in Andy's face about like what's going on, because she thinks it was her. So there's like what you would think of as like LA club, like drunk drama is like what's happening here, because people are getting on these boats and like just getting fucking hammered. We're passing because we're all like just sitting listening to music and like cruising, just talking. And then there's like other people in other boats where there's like a girl, like people are like
shotgunning.
There's a girl who's like bouncing her ass on some guy, and then everyone's like yeah, like shouting. We're like, what the fuck? Like, are we doing this wrong? Because like there's like people on their boats and they're like blasting music. They're like just being wild, and we're like, we just want to like kick it, and we're like, fuck, we're old. Like, it's just so boring. But it was super cool. So in the future, we'll put that on the list. So what was the first one?
Beer pong.
Michelada. Who is it?
You're gay. Michelada, beer pong, hook game.
Oh yeah.
Cornhole,
yeah. Top golf, and then we'll go on a boat. Cool. It sounds like a good day. But yeah, that boat was...
Wait, all in one day?
Yeah, why not? Fuck it.
Okay.
We'll start with golf. And then we'll play golf.
We'll make our way down.
Yeah, at 11 in the morning, we'll start drinking. And then...
solid plan.
And then we'll go on a boat for like through the evening, drink there, and then come back, or we could go to try to go to one of those like bars that has like what's it called? Like all the games that are set up already, where they have like the ring games, they have like beer pong set up. Those are usually in like white neighborhoods.
And usually really expensive. You should just put one right there.
Just like with the fucking like I'm having dinner and I'm like fucking playing it. That I love that game so much, but it's like it's only like a couple of little pieces. Like the hook is just like a little wooden board, and then it's just a string with a ring on it. But it takes up so much space to have to play it, because it needs like a full swinging arc to be able to like hook on. But yeah, maybe I'll install it somewhere. But whatever. We'll also do all that stuff in like a few months. It's gonna be awesome. But we do need to get a boat. That boat ride was fucking
You just gotta
rad.
know better. You just need more alcohol. That's all.
Yeah, that's the thing. I also didn't bring booze. Like they only brought like some stuff, and I just didn't know that it was like what it was. Like
yeah, I don't think the driver can be caught with booze, because I think it's I think it's like the same as driving.
Yeah, like so when Raymond was coming back, we're like it's like only one person can drive.
Yeah.
And then that person can't drink.
Mm-hmm.
So
but I mean, once you get far enough.
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna take your word that you're not drinking. All right, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And
so like Raymond took off. After a while, I was like, I'll drive, so that way you can kind of like just kick it. And when we were coming back, I'm like holding a beer and riding back. And then I'm like, oh, fuck, I'm not supposed to be here at all and not drinking. So we like swap back out before we like turn back in. But yeah, once you're like far out enough, it's like, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. But it was cool. So we got to add that to the list. And then, you know, get fucked up. It'll be good.
Yes, it sounds about right.
But whatever. We'll see in the future. So, thanks for coming on and talking shit with me.
Yeah.
And we'll...
it's like a normal conversation for us, I feel.
Yeah. And yeah.
That's like what we do already.
And then just like telling horrible fucking stories.
Yeah.
So hopefully in the future we'll have an update on the story and it won't be as bad as those.
We'll have an update and maybe actual topics.
Yeah. Whatever. We'll bullshit through it.
Or just talk shit again. I mean,
yeah.
Like, who cares?
Yeah. Even if we have topics, we're just going to bullshit anyway. So
yeah.
Whatever, forever. But yeah, thanks for coming on and hanging out.
You're welcome.
Okay, bye.